Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Path to Profit podcast. If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Bobby. And on this episode, we're going to be doing a review of Investor Business Daily's IBD Weekly paper. It's going to be quick but in depth and let you know whether or not I think you should be getting this every single week. So without further ado, let's get right on into it. All right, as always, down in the description is going to be timestamps if you want to jump around. And I just want to start off by saying I am not affiliated with Investors Business Daily, investors.com. I'm not affiliated with them at all. It's not a paid for advertisement. This is my true and honest opinion on this paper and on this product. I want to make sure I just got that out right in the open. What is the IBD Weekly Investors Business Daily's paper? Well, it's basically a weekly paper that they put out that is packed with a ton of information about industry groups, companies, economic data, stock data, stuff on mindset, much, much more. And it comes in two forms. The first form, the original form, and my favorite form, is the actual hard copy, the actual paper. Just like any other newspaper, comes like this. You can get delivered to your house every single week, or some locations actually do sell it in stores. I've seen it in some supermarkets by me or some local convenience stores, but hard copy. The second way is what they call e-IBD, and that is the digital form. You can actually get that directly through the website. I'll show you a little bit later how to get to that spot where you can download the paper. But you can view it on your phone, on an iPad, on your laptop, download it just like any other type of PDF newspaper type of thing. But let's get into let's say 3 real reasons that I love. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I'm not even going to be around the bush, that I love this paper. We'll start off with the third reason, and we'll go to number 1. The third reason is, as anybody knows who watches this or knows me personally, I'm a big advocate for mindset, quotes, things that are going to really, really help you on the way you think about things, because we know that any successful trader has a very, very strong mindset to make sure that they're making those right decisions when things get tough. And there's some good quotes in here. There's some good articles in here that talk about mindset specifically tailored towards trading. I think that is a kind of thing that a lot of people sleep on when they talk about this paper, is the little nuggets you can get from this paper. The other thing is there's some good strategy reminders. They have the Investors Corner article. Somebody that's been trading for a while, that's read how to make money in stocks many, many times. Every now and then it's nice to get an article that has a little kind of reminder of, hey, don't forget this piece of the strategy. And let's just brush up on the true tactics, the true meaning of why this piece of the strategy is important. And they do that every single week in the Investors Corner article, which is in this paper. Now, the second thing that I really, really love about this paper. All right, real quick, just want to interrupt. If you're enjoying this video, also interested in a rapid review, my overall market recap every single week, as well as things like chart breakdowns and other videos to help you improve your trading, subscribe and turn on notifications. All right, let's get back into this one. Is, believe it or not, the quick overview of charts. And people might think, okay, you're talking about the charts in this paper. How kind of archaic is that when you have these robust softwares like MarketSmith or whatever other even non-IBD products out there? Well, for me personally, it's kind of like a double check. So when you go and you get the chance to, and I'll put it up there, get a quick overview of all of these stocks, high level, just a quick snapshot on a weekly basis. It's like having 50 screens up at once and being able to quickly look and see, does anything really stand out to me? So that's in one way that I like to see. It's like, does anything stand out to me and draw my attention? So it's a quick way to do that. It's a way to say, did I miss anything maybe when I was doing my routine? Double check myself. think that's pretty important. But then the other thing that I like about the information that's in here is there is a psychological indicator and a market indicator section. Now, I'll be honest, I don't pay a ton of attention to these things. I have the core indicators and principles that I judge how I'm going to be acting within the current market. A fear and greed indicator is not going to make me make a certain decision in the market, but all of that data collectively can help me and see really how strong I maybe am in one way or the other. And this is my favorite way to look at that data because it's a quick overview. It's on one page. I can quickly kind of take a look at it, get what's going on, and then move on, versus sitting and going through all these indicators and different screens and whatnot like that. I don't care enough about that to be spending multiple time clicking around. So to pick up the paper, look quickly, analyze it, and move on is really, really big for me. Now, the number one reason why I love this paper, and why honestly this paper is really good for people, whether they're CANSLIM traders or not, is there's a ton of information about companies, industries, technology, things that just are going to help you understand maybe the trends that are going on in the world, in the market, and in stocks. Some of the articles that I love about this, the New America article, that is going to be talking about a company that is changing the way we work, live, and play. It's normally a fairly new company. And by reading that article gives you a pretty good understanding of why this company is changing the way we work, live, and play, and can bring light to a stock that you might want to be paying attention to, following, or even possibly buying. Then you have the Internet and Technology section. There's a lot of different articles in there talking about new technology, or even if it's not new technology, stuff that's going on within those kind of areas like of that industry, so you can get a better understanding. And then there's just tons of stuff talking about different trends that are going on. This week, they talk a lot about the China Great Electronic Vehicle EV battle, and talking about what different companies are doing and some of the headwinds that they're facing, and getting a better understanding as what's going on in that industry. And I think this is one of the best ways that you could quickly read something, because this paper is very quick to read. You can read it. I'm a very slow reader, and you can go through the whole thing pretty quickly. Get a lot of information in a condensed area to help you to become a better trader and understand what's going on in the world and in the market as it pertains to being a stock trader, not with all the fluff that comes with most other publications. So that's the number one reason why I like this, and highly, highly, highly suggest if you're a trader, you definitely consume one of these forms. Like I had mentioned, this is my favorite version, paper, hard copy. There's nothing like grabbing a cup of coffee, taking this paper, sitting down on a weekend morning, and just relaxing, flipping through the actual hard copy of the paper. I also like that because it's not on an electronic device, I don't get distracted. My phone doesn't go off, text message doesn't go off, and the next thing you know, I'm 5-10 minutes distracted from reading and doing something else. This keeps me focused, gets me through it faster, and makes sure that I am consuming the information and actually gaining something from it. Now, for those that want to know how to get through it electronically, I'll show you right here. So if you go to investors.com, now, mind you, you do have to have a IBD digital subscription. If you do not have an IBD digital subscription, as you can see, there's always some sort of trial that they're running. Right now, you got free access up until the 12th. So one more day free access if you're watching this now. But they do stuff like this all the time if you're watching this in the future. There's probably some sort of promo that they're running. So definitely check that out. But yeah, if you go to the website and you go to news, and then you go to eIBD and you click there, you'll see all the issues here. So it's even a good way to look at archives. And you just simply click download. And then here you go. It downloads the paper. And now you have the ability to read the paper, whether it's here. I like doing this sometimes on my phone if I'm on the go and I forgot my paper at home. Nice, quick, scroll through my phone and have all the articles. On an iPad, it's excellent too. So yeah, another good way to consume this information. Overall, just to kind of summarize everything, I am a huge, as you can tell, massive, massive fan of this paper because of the amount of information and the way the information is presented. It is presented with a growth stock trader specifically in mind, and it is a very, very good way to continue to gain information about companies and industries, especially if you're a new trader. I remember when I first started trading, you see some traders that they understand like these industries and how they operate, whether it's electronic semiconductor fabless, and well, what's a fabless company? What's a foundry company? Or they understand lithium mining, or they understand natural gas, or maybe it's software enterprises and the nuances behind some of these industry groups and some of these different companies and what makes them what they make them. A lot of that information can be gained through this paper. And if you're reading every single week, you're going to have a lot of, let's just say a year from now, you're going to have a lot of understanding about a lot of different industries and a lot of different stocks just from sitting down every week for a little bit of time and reading this paper. So again, not affiliated with Investors Business Daily at all. But as you can tell, I'm a huge, huge fan of this paper. Highly suggest you do get it. If you watch this video and because of this video, you're like, you know what? I'm going to check this paper out. Do me a favor. And when they always ask you like, how'd you find out about us? Put the Path to Profit YouTube channel. I don't know if it'll ever do anything to help me out, but I would love to be affiliated with Investors Business Daily at some point. And if you could do that, I'd really, really appreciate it. And last thing, in terms of how you get the physical paper, I think the best thing to do is just to call them up, get them on the phone, ask if they do deliver directly to your area. And if they do, they'll set up delivery. So that is all I got. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. I do this and many other videos every single week. I break down what's going on in the overall market so you guys know what's going on in terms of overall market direction. So that is going to be the latest episode up there of the Rapid Review, Market Overview. And then in the bottom right-hand corner is going to be my latest episodes of chart breakdowns, looking at different stocks and their charts to see what I think they're doing as of right now. So I guess I'll see you guys next week.